where he's calling in from us. Davis, how are you? Glad to have you on the show. Where are you today? What's happening where you are?
Thank you very much. I'm in the Canary Islands right now, and
Whew.
I'm actually in an abandoned theater right now. I would walk and show you around, but I don't know if I'll lose service in there. It's not too good. It's a lot of concrete. But
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well done. Hey, congratulations. I mean, just incredible. The first, really, World Freestyle Highline Champion. Well done. Tell us about that experience, just like as a Vail native, going there, accomplishing this huge achievement.
Oh, thank you. I mean, slacklining has always been such a big part of my life that I was more excited just to partake in the event, and I've been competing for a while, and freestyle highlining is a new discipline of slacklining, more or less, in the past maybe 5 years. And yeah, so it was just such an honor to be able to even be invited in the first place to and then, I mean, I didn't expect to win. It's a super, super high level playing field, and I think competition just worked, and it worked out really well for me, obviously. But yeah, I just felt so blessed to see all these other athletes and be able to compete on that high of the playing field. It was really anyone's game. I hadn't seen most of these people slackline in person, so it was cool to finally see people that I follow very closely and watch them highline in person.
Yeah, so I heard an interview, I saw an interview with you and Ken Hovey earlier this summer at the GoPro Mountain Games where you told us that you hadn't seen slackline until you Vail, and then what a trajectory that's led you on. Tell us about growth and that path as a slackliner.
Yeah, I mean, it's been, like I said, a just huge, significant portion of my life. I think a lot of it that has influenced me personally is the community. It's similar to climbing, more or less, I guess, is like a comparable community, but just super loving, and like everyone wants to show each other new ways to do things and how to and everyone wants to look after each other. But yeah, I've definitely dabbled in a lot of different disciplines of slacklining, and freestyle has definitely been the one that's caught my heart the most.
Absolutely.
But all forms of slacklining I really love and like to practice all of them as much as I can.
Gotcha. So talk me through, I was reading a little bit about this competition, the World Championships, and you nailed it. You got the trick, the Holy Grail. Talk us through that trick and what's going through your mind as you're competing and nailing those tricks.
So yeah, the Holy Grail is like a double flip, feet to feet, on the line, obviously. And I was the first to do that like last October, maybe last September. And it is like a huge explosive trick. But it's something I'm actually very comfortable with. It fits my style very well. I tend to have a lot of amplitude, and feet to feet tricks are also generally looked at as more difficult. But that's as well, as I like to take things to feet and go to feet. Yeah, it's just a trick that I felt doing, and I trained for it, and I thought I could pull off, and in the amount of tries that we were given, and it happened first try in both of the rounds that I threw it on. So yeah, I was super stoked.
Incredible. You talked a little bit about your confidence. There's a certain amount of flair you have to have. I mean, you're a showman up there on the slackline. What's that been like? How does that feel to really perform in those competitions?
I'm still getting used to making crowd interaction more of a thing. It's something that takes tons of practice, and like I've been for, I mean, like 9 years now slacklining, so a while, and even still it feels like there's always one new thing that you can do better, one thing that you can do better. But in highline and freestyle, it's definitely different too, because what we see at GoPro games in the past has been the trick lining, and you're on the same level as everyone else, but with highlining, you're obviously way higher in the air, so you're a little more removed from the crowd. but yeah, it's definitely nice to. I mean, just like anything, there's a way to like order your tricks and how you do things to keep people entertained, you know. And then finally, like at the end, the best trick, you know, and then that's like the big trick or something like that. But there's
Absolutely.
always, yeah, it's a developing thing for sure.
What a thrill just to see. I mean, you mentioned, I mean, those videos. You're 20 meters off the ground there. So you're in the Canary Islands now. What's next for you? You're now the world champion. So like, where do you go from here?
Yeah, so right now I mean, still just train. It's what I love to do. I love to slackline, but so I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my trip in Europe. I've never been prior to coming for the World Championship, so I figured if I was coming out here, I might as well come out for as long as makes sense for me and see as much as I can. But I'm actually with his name is David or Sakalom. He was second. Training together right now. We're in this warehouse making like a video. And I have a competition in Italy in a week. It's at a Highline festival called CCHF. And my plans are just super loose. It's just wherever the Highlines are, that's where I'm going.
Sounds great. Will we see you next year at the GoPro Mountain Games next summer?
Yeah, absolutely. I can't make any huge promises, but I'm definitely more involved with the planning that's going on, and hopefully we have like a big event or a bigger event slackline wise than what we've seen in the past.
Absolutely. Well, Davis, so great to have you on the show. Congratulations again. We're so proud of you as a Vail native, making big waves, throwing big tricks on the Highline there around the world. Congratulations, and we'll check back in with you hopefully next summer, if not sooner.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. Take care, Davis, and we'll see you all soon.